Hello, good afternoon, November 26, 2013. This is CISG114, Section 2, Web Technology and Life. Today is the first class in week number 11. So we are through the free learning contract, and we are stepping into the last 3 weeks of learning portfolios. And today is the first class to introduce the students to contacts of e-portfolio. Okay, if you pay attention to today's website, you should see that earlier today I have released the teacher's message for this week number 11. And we're stepping into the last stage of the semester, the 3 weeks period in integrative learning, which is very important because it's where the semester project is all about. You need to build your e-portfolio for the first time, perhaps in your college life. Okay, so you're going to do e-portfolio the next 3 weeks, and the context of these is learning portfolio. All right, you do a portfolio for the purpose of keeping track of your learning, and the theme here is integrative learning. That means how you're going to put together what you've learned in the past 10 weeks. So today we're going to help you to understand more about this learning portfolio. And of course, in a minute, we're going to step back into the teacher's message. So when you're ready, let's get started with the e-portfolio.
When Emily finished her first year of studies in CDU, she applied for an intern job in the summer holidays. In a group interview, Emily was surprised to see the other candidates were very competent at telling people what they were good at and showing concrete examples to showcase their achievements. Emily was confused. She had also prepared for the interview. Why was she not as confident as the other candidates? Soon after the interview, Emily found out their killer strategy was something called e-portfolio. So, what is an e-portfolio? An e-portfolio is a way of presenting yourself online, a multimedia environment of personal artifacts selected for a specific purpose from a personal repository or archive. In an e-portfolio, you can showcase your best work to present evidence of your expertise and accomplishments to a specific audience, such as an employer or teacher. An e-portfolio can also be a learning and management tool to help you organize your goals and activities and to encourage deep learning through collaboration and reflection. No wonder the other candidates were so confident and competent. Now Emily realized that her CV and covering letter were really not sufficient. Emily decided to create her own e-portfolio, but confronted by piles of work and loads of information she wanted to present, Emily was lost. How could she deal with all of this in one single e-portfolio? You may have the same question as Emily did. Here are 4 steps you can follow to organize your work and information. Step 1. Start collecting the footprints of your life, which can be the work you have done or thoughts written down. The collection becomes your personal database. Step 2. Spend some time thinking about who you are and what you want to be. Identify your goals. They can be short-term or long-term, and come up with action plans. Step 3. Follow your plans. In the meantime, reflect on your performance and thinking when carrying the plans out. Step 4. Organize your work and reflection. and puts them in your database. Emily had been collecting her work and reflecting on her experiences during her time at CDU. When looking for a job, Emily selected relevant information from the pool and created her employment e-portfolios. She could therefore talk more fluently about her achievements and provide more concrete examples of her expertise to impress potential employers. Now Emily is a manager in a company, and she continues to use an e-portfolio to manage her professional development and present her achievements.
Okay, now you heard the story of Emily doing something related to e-portfolio. Emily is from the City University in Hong Kong. So in this particular class, we're going to introduce to you what is meant by your portfolio, from what you should have done in the first 10 weeks of this course. Now, in the next 3 weeks, we are going to engage you into creating your personal e-portfolio in the context of the Moodle environment. Each of you that's already been given a personal wiki in the Moodle environment at the block named week number 11. You will use the same wiki in week number 12 and week number 13. You have 3 weeks time to do your e-portfolio. What you need to do is not extensive as what you heard from Emily in the story, but what you need to pay attention to in your learning e-portfolio is the 10 weeks of work you have already done in the past 10 weeks. Okay? If you remember the basic commitment correctly, I expected each one of you should have done 1 topic per week in the past 10 weeks, okay? In other words, you have done something and you have already created quite a lot of material to put into your personal e-portfolio. What you need to do is to select from the 10 sets of material 1 topic per week. 5 different topics of your own interest that are related to this course, web technology and life. And then for each topic, you need to do the following. You need to polish your journal in such a way that you can present your journal as if it is a proposal, which contains a set of OIA, which contains a title, which contains 3 essential questions, which also contain 3 to 5 relevant references, as well as 1 very simple paragraph of explanation why this topic is important. And then from that, you produce your personal blog of the topic, not more than 500 words. And from your personal blog, you produce a PowerPoint of the topic. The PowerPoint, not more than 10 slides, okay? And from the PowerPoint, you produce a digital story of the PowerPoint. That is your voice or narrations over your PowerPoint, which is not more than 10 minutes. So, in other words, you're going to do 5 times the following for each topic out of the 5 selected from the 10 topics already done in the past 10 weeks. And these will form the bottom line of the showcase material in your learning portfolio. And you need to do it in 3 weeks' time. So each person, you need to select on your own which 5 topics you want to elaborate on based on the 10 sets of material, 1 for each topic and 1 topic per week in the past 10 weeks. So that is the foundation of your e-portfolio. And if you look at my teacher's message today, I've also given you extra options to do extra work for bonus credit. If you believe, oh, this is something I've already done, it just take me 1 or 2 weeks time to do it, I still 1 more week to do something extra to earn some bonus point. You can do it. You can suggest to me what you want to do, an extra topic or a very interesting wiki-based explanations of the topic. It's really up to you. So today, I've just given you some hints about what you need to do in the free wits study for this week, concerned with your learning portfolio, which is based on the theme of integrative learning, which has been well illustrated and explained in my teacher's message today. So, let me stop here because I have already used up 15 minutes of my time. I should put forward the remaining 15 minutes in the first half hour of this class to your discussions now. And I hope if you don't understand what I mean by e-portfolio, you can make the best use of this period of time to ask me questions. Now, I know you're very conscious about what you need to do because tomorrow seems to be the last day of the learning contract number 3.
Yes.
So if you need help, okay, you can ask me too. All right? A lot of you ask me how to use the software and how can you save the digital story in the context of WMV instead of just the Camtasia's format. And that's a very good question. So may I just pass the time to you now and then you discuss among yourself. If you have a question, raise your hand. Very good. Yes. Very good. Some group has reminded me, is it possible for us to do the digital story using the built-in voice recording functions of the PowerPoint? I say, no problem. Okay? If you want to use that, it's okay. Yes, Ethan.
If we use ORA for the presentation, we must use ORA for the right?
No, the idea is ORA forms the core of the material. You can just shift. You might put more on A instead of O, because it's very up to you. But the contact is yes, ORA means did some work about it.
So we don't have to make it observation presentation like
You can just select one or 2 points.
So should we just mark ORA on the PowerPoint?
And then you can divide it into the material
So we don't have to make everything only ORA.
as long as you because we're talking about the story.
So we have to start with we have 3 minutes, we have to make
The video must not be more than 15 minutes. It must be within 15 minutes. Oh, sorry. Let's see what happens.
I was called. I need to move my vehicle away from the fire drill exercise zone. So I'm sorry. I will be back in 5 minutes. I will be back in 5 minutes.
PBL report.懂哎，什么？我的意思是说，这个里面没有写啊。Team discussion first. What complicated? 下个什么叫给你写？现在在这。Parents not follow. But it's我们紧张起来，紧张起来。不啊，没有生气也是我先做大力先做高软化。你有买我爱因为我爱我们没有上过，我们尝试一下。那我们翻哪？没有翻呀，没有翻过呀。这个是什么？没有，我看一共学了2天，一共3个都没有2天，其他都2天。我3天我改好了去了。要么不是日本要配合，对，天窗广告套说的感觉好。衣服你知道吗？先生。
So I finished moving my vehicle. It's like Superman. Yes. Steven?
So starting from the general topic, we finished discussing the derivative. So in the past, we call this a personal discussion following the part. Then it's a summary based on the derivative. That is on the So it's just for the reference calculation what you remember from this topic after general discussion of the derivative.
Journal that we have
The dynamic refresher using what we call the spectacle review. It's presented using simple no style. Yes, it's still a question, right? You see, basically a great discussion. Because, all discussions require two topics. One topic is one member
block activity is one for the person starting to perform and one for the other. So we just combine
four topics.
what have to just write it? What is it?
No, because it must be done first by the individual person, and then that run by pair, and then teamwork is just to combine them. Now, there are different levels of combination. The simplest way is to put them together. That's called the lowest level of integration. One highest way to do it is how to pair integrate two blocks in such a way that it's not just 1 plus 1 equals 2. Okay? It could be slightly more than 1 equals 2. For me, this is if you run your personal discussion report, you do not need to follow exactly the report writing guideline because it's a block. Because it's a block.
So just have write as an article for the report, right?
Simple post essay. This is what we call a block. It's a simple essay, not more than
Oh,
5
it's just an essay.
Yes.
But the peer and the team
It
should
must
write
be
more formal.
in a report format. Yes.
Oh.
Okay, you see the meaning of that. Thank you. All right. Well, this has been practicing the first and second learning contract, including the third learning contract. Yes. Because I want to make sure you understand the meaning of it. The integration is very important.
So we have to reply 3 times to the same block, the same journal.
And actually, you have 3 responses that would be because we have point 4, point 3, point 2, point 1, right? We give you a score for the session.
So
3 times is the best.
3.
Yeah.
It's so hard because in one block we have to write O-I-A. We have to have 3 different opinions.
Yes, that's no. That is the simplest one, actually, because you can have the first reply, say in terms of OIA, I want to reply to this, and then the second reply, I'm going to follow up with my first one by pinpointing on O, but the other one by pinpointing on I, and the last one by pinpointing on A. So that is the 4 responses
So the
already.
first one is a brief,
OIA outline. Okay? Outline. Outline
a
means
brief conclusion, right?
yeah.
And one is
Yeah.
O details, I details.
It's even simpler. For example, you can
I just divide it
4 times. The first time you outline 4 times 8. The second time you pinpoint. Pinpoint means 0 in O. Pinpoint I. And the last one pinpoint A. Pinpoint means elaborate on, provide more details on. The first one provide a very brief description. That at least you have 4 times. You don't put anything in one response. Okay? And for each one of these, you still have the possibility of the owner to respond. And then you can just select and respond 1 more time. That's it. Okay. Then you can respond to at least 1 or 2 of these, because each one of you need to have at least 3. So for each topic, you should be able to see 6 interactive responses. Okay, 3 for delivery for the together. Oh, there's a form. We need to copy and paste the form.
What we have a must
Yes,
get
this
the
time.
comments of one
Yeah,
topic.
on all and few up this time. If you're 4, you're not interview response to 3 others. Yes.
So
This is just a PPT.
and you don't just use the same
Yes, yes, right.
And what about the response?
Oh, that's the basic report you need to write based on the topic you select. The report format is just called the report dynamic.
Also OIA,
Yeah.
I can just copy the contents of the PPT and paste it to the
Actually, you don't copy the content of the PPT. The PPT is actually produced by the content of the report. Don't do it out of this. Okay? Yes, I think that's good enough. That's very good.
Do they have to reply to the budget or like if I talking here, should we just comment on this one?
Yes, actually, this is what we call a delivery. I should be able to see some activities that they work with the previous form. Yes, you have
So I have to make comments on it.
no, not comment, but to reproduce almost everything.
Oh, this is should be good.
It's a process. But the simplest way is actually just like this. Say task 1, task 2, task 1 is done by all, task 2 is done by a member, and then we create some kind of pages, and each page copy and paste and put in there.
And 3 times and then
Yes, that's good. It takes a little bit longer. I hope you're not doing it. It's okay. We'll finish with the Yes. Good job, good job, good job. Good job. All
如果看这个的话，希望就是年轻人
呢個 blog 係啦，你最後寫個 blog。你只需要從呢個呢
後天的
佢哋有冇同
然後你有什麼的意見？這個第二階段電腦上這個
隨你嘅，呢個 blog 係你嘅，你可以拿去你所選嘅。
哦，
基本上係啦，咁但係
還可以想讓我回顧下，高了嗎？沒關係，我剛剛幫你寫的是啥？這樣子，還好再去啊。哎，我真的看不下去。
係咯，即係基本上我自己呢個咧就需要考慮兩個。
那我先這樣，我回顧了，那我先這樣，我從一個，我就是把你先別管它，
插電咯，插電。唔係你我是關於基本上係會插電嘅，因為你靠邊個啊？proposal，如果你想買proposal，或者如果你覺得唔係，
但是我們講的那個換那個，就是今天這個風格不一樣，你知道吧？正常啊，沒關係，
個 promotion 係好嘅，
係啦，冇錯，
都對俾人咁講。
係啦，你哋而家做前都冇辦法嘅啦，因為你一年可以俾你做咗交嘅先，你反而實質即係再你要知係
現在沒用了，我都知道我晚上小葉子我們都是點外賣了，我今天已經沒有興趣去小學小學也沒有送外賣了。
如果我哋交個充使費價
我將你問緊你入邊成熟到 conclusion 啦。
最好就唔好超過15分鐘。咁都少少嘅，少少。OK 啦，即係唔好過分得啦。
Now, I want to give you a helpful hint because by the end of learning project number 3, beside the submittable item, you must get your team discussion forum and wiki ready. Now, in case you cannot manage to get the team discussion forum and wiki ready by the end of tomorrow, don't worry, you still can keep going doing it until the end of the semester. Okay? Okay? So that will not push you too much. Okay? But you have to be cautious because you now have a learning portfolio to do too. So don't overlap too much. Alright? So I just give you the maximum flexibility to do that. Okay? Go ahead and take我知你做得好，我甚至呢個方式，我只不過話咧，當你咧點解要你有個 version 因為當你啲煙係有個 pair 嘅時候，你有個 pair 又有嘅時候，要咩嚟試？咁有時呢樣都唔想搞嘅時候咧，你睇下自己個即係個展場。咁所以咧，你要咧 version 嗰個咧，我俾你叫個 pair 咧，我揀你係你就要就人哋，你就自己，你就一定有啲修改。咁所以我話咧，我睇到呢啲咩人天，我哋睇出呢個即係你嘅心態。咁嗱，而家呢樣其實我諗住我哋會轉分數嘅嘅，你同上個學生但係咧，我而家做到係。
佢係2張至3張多就係自己嘅。咁但係嗰個係好常嘅，咁你因為佢哋都有5張紙嚟嘅，咁又講嚟所謂你記住呢個都係寫10張紙嘅，我哋又知嘅。咁所以咧，基本上如果你想呢個班老師係用呢種方法咧，我哋斬錯啲嘅。咁但係當你自己寫嘅時候咧，你有10張，但係譬如10張，如果你嘅標係10嘅時候咧，就會即係但係呢個我哋都知道，書唔會諗咗啲嘢。我寫咧，如果跟翻呢個嘅3，但可以俾佢。呢個10個貓，昨天咧就10個貓，但係佢天一定係少個嘅，少個嘅。呢個係一個即係全世界。因為我哋想睇啲學生。有個已經係有啦。係啦。其實咧有一樣嘢咧，呢度咧講呢個樣嘅，嗰個光咧係一定可能混合喺個紙上面嘅。一個真正嘅話，真正係一個咁你就一定要諗一個叫 cover sheets 啦 ，cover 仔嚟嘅呢隻係咁然之後咧，你就因為我呢個係係啦，其實呢一張我哋唔需要㗎啦。你就咁揀，你有啲係叫做你其實呢啲主要 item 嘅問題咧，下邊我自己一個 topic 一個 topic， 即係譬如學術譬如1、2、3、4咁樣，都冇問題。係啊，呢個你有即係你嗰啲 number 係佢哋個 topic 嘅 content 最緊要就你寫個出嚟係一致，唔好話係你個 part 咧就 A side， 你嚟佢哋 B side， 跟住 C 同埋 D side， 係啦係啦。其實咧兩個 representation 主要咧就係話你睇完咗嗰幾個人之後，你發覺有啲乜嘢你係需要寫出嚟嘅，就係 list 一個 representation。係啦，或者應該係講你個 topic 最多。因為炒嘅係將啲嘢最精簡嘅發覺應用。雖然今次係 report writing 嘅起頭啦，我都覺得你做得好認真，因為其實寫report咧嗰個過程咧都成個 semester 要真係 training 啦。我哋今次有做嘅 training， 我哋 training process， 即係 report 到你做好多嘢咯，即係 effort。我以前咧就冇去 training 嘅 process， 所以即係買好多個重頭嚟去幫，將個前改嚟改咗好多。咁但係咧，佢其實佢一啲學習嘅空間咧，我理解咧就係根基嚟揾咯。佢哋問題就係根基嚟揾意思即係佢哋叫你嘅寫作方面咧，佢哋對於表達嘅時候有困難嘅時候咧，我就唔可以太要求咁高。所以今次我覺得你有作，你先睇你係啲，我睇呢一個。 個 main 曬嘅環境，我就分拆好環境。即係太多真係需要面對呢個過程。但英語中心嗰方面，知道我希望要做怎麼樣。
而且因為我現實當中需要靠那個拿到那個。
佢係幫你哋寫writing is a process，即係你寫咧，其實係有邊個過程。我覺得打嘅技巧，所以即係我冇要求你嘅 synthesis 寫出嚟，我要求你嘅分
係
Very good. So.
Okay, you remember our midterms this Friday, T103, okay? Okay. Remember, Friday we meet at T103, okay? T103.
我
By the way, you have to remember, I have provided a second student learning experience questionnaire for you to complete. Okay? Please complete the questionnaire before the end of this month. Okay? So this is very important.
Wow.